Hi, counsel. Hi. I'm great. Right. Here's the thing. I have no objection. The concern is whether or not if DVC has the personnel to go on the women's side. You know, sometimes they only have like one set of crews, so, you know, like one set of personnel. I am, yes. We just need an attorney who can Zoom. I think Stevenson, I think she said she was ready on the women's side. Otherwise, I'm ready. I just wanted to make sure we had people like, you know, personnel at DVC who can do it. Yeah, we have the files ready. One other question real quick, one of the housekeeping thing. This morning, Romello Bugs, it was he capiast, and you guys are going to try to get in touch with Judge King to see if we can change the bond. Otherwise, it's going to stay the same. Okay, thanks. All right, bye. Sherman. Okay, great. I'll get started. Thank you so much. Bye.
You have 2 pages for your list or just one?
I think just 1 page for mine right now. Hi, did you see over on the women's side? We're ready when you are. Ready, sir.
You got to say
Call your name. Thank you. Okay, we're on the record calling case number 2105647. To the state of Michigan versus Vicky Verbecki, also known as Vicky Lee Goldschmidt, also known as Vicky Van Dam, also known as Victoria Verbecki, also known as Vicky Lee Verbecki, also known as Vicky Lee Van Dam. Counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Janice Stevenson, P57708, appearing on behalf of Vicky Verbecki, who waives the reading of the information against me after the plea of not guilty. Enter on her behalf, Ms. Verbecki has been advised of her rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court with formal reading into not guilty plea on your client's behalf as a Zoom probable cause com state April 13, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom clear examination date to be determined in front of Judge King and as a bond.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Ms. Verbecki is 39 years old. She's lived in the state of Michigan her entire life. This is a non-assaultive charge, Your Honor, serious but non-assaultive. And the only prior is also a non-assaultive charge back from 2011. Ms. Verbecki would have no contact with the complaining witness, Ruth Evans. She would have no contact with 6871 Medbury Street in the city of Detroit, but she wants the court to know that she is a resident at another quality behavioral location, health location, Your Honor, at 751 East Grand Boulevard. Those two locations are about 3 miles away from each other. So again, Ms. Verbecki does not have to have any contact with Ms. Evans or the 6871 Medbury Street address. She's asking for personal bond, Your Honor, and permission to return to 751 East Grand Boulevard to resume her her substance abuse rehabilitation.
Okay, thank you. DDC is bond attorney Holt.
Oh, yes. She does have all.
Okay, thank you. Counsel takes and country representation, including that your client does want to pursue additional treatment, and she will be able to able to do so in a different facility. These are non-assaultive charges, of course, those taken into account the pandemic facing the nation. What was that bond? $2,000 personal bond. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, man. You can step away from the camera. Hi, your name? Thank you. Calling case number 210-564-862 Michigan versus Brittany Patrice Bascom. Counsel.
Janice Stevenson, on behalf of Brittany Bascom, waives the reading of the information, stands mute as to the plea of not guilty. Enter on her behalf. Ms. Bascom has been advised of her rights, Your Honor.
Call with formal reading into not guilty plea on your client's behalf as a Zoom probable cause com state April 14, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom clear examination date to be determined in front of Judge Giles and Esteban.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Bascom is 31 years old with no prior criminal history, Your Honor. She's been a CNA for the last 5 years, currently working with Bright Star Nursing Staffing. She lives with a grandmother and her 12-year-old daughter, who's she also is helping to go to school virtually. Non-assaultive, no priors. Ms. Bascom is asking for personal bond, Your Honor.
Thank you. DDC is bond attorney Holt.
Yes. Yes, she
Thank you.
does.
Thank you. Council Court takes in account representations, including your client's significant family and residential ties and gainful employment in the community. Further, the pandemic facing the nation, the court takes into consideration. And this is not assaultive. For that reason, court will set fine amount of $1,000 personal bond and no firearms while the case is pending. Is there anything further?
No, thank you very much.
Okay, you're all set, ma'am. You can step away from the camera.
State your name.
Hi, your name, ma'am?
Yolanda
Thank you, calling
Bryant.
case. Thank you, ma'am. Calling case number 2105647, Peterson, Michigan versus Yolanda Patrice Bryant, counsel.
Dennis Stevenson, on behalf of Yolanda Bryant, waives the reading of the information, stands mute as to the plea of not guilty. On her behalf, Your Honor, Ms. Bryant has been advised of her rights.
Full word, the formal reading enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf is a Zoom probable cause conference date April 14, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined in front of Judge Giles and Esteban, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Bryant is 49 years old, Your Honor. She just started working at A&B Home Healthcare, Your Honor, about a week ago. She lives with a daughter and 2 of her 13 grandchildren. Those other grandchildren all reside in the city of Detroit, as do most of Ms. Bryant's other adult children, except for the ones that are in the Navy. Ms. Bryant does have the capability to zoom in for that PCC and is requesting release on personal bond.
Okay, thank you. Did you see his bond? Do any holds?
No holds.
Thank you. Council Court takes into account your representations, including your client's significant and extensive family and residential ties to the community and gainful employment. Also takes into account the pandemic facing the nation, and this is not assaulted. Given those elements, court will set fine $1,000 personal bond and no weapons while the case is pending. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, ma'am. You step away from the camera. DDC, thank you very much. As to the women's side, is there anyone's been to for 48 hours or more?
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Check on the mail.
Okay. Okay, counsel, do we have enough to get going on the men's side, you think? Because I know they were working on some interviews.
I'm gonna
Thank
check
you, ma'am.
right now. Huh?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, Your Honor, I think we got some more ready for you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay.
You want me to tell you the ones we got done?
Okay, sure. Let me know who you have ready.
Okay, we're ready on 1.
I need that shit.
Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. That's Sanford. Actually, for my purposes, it's a little faster for me to catch them by name, so it's Sanford.
Got you. Nathaniel Perry,
Okay, Sanford, Terry.
Woods, James Woods,
Yes, ma'am.
Corey Lloyd,
Got it.
Joshua McCormick.
And Jordan?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Derek Ewing, and
Go
then
ahead.
Patrick Murphy, Tyler
Murphy.
Darden,
Darden.
and King.
King.
Yep,
That's everything for now?
that's everything for now. And he is
Thank you, ma'am.
on the rest. Yep.
Okay, DDC, let me know when you're ready for the ones we have to get in front of the camera.
Ready?
We have ready to go. Davis, Terry, Woods, Lloyd, a 2 defendant case, McCormick and Jordan, Ewing, Murphy, Darden, King.
Perry. Wood. Perry on the base, Wood on the show right now.
You need this?
There's that line over there.
Watch your tone, watch your man.
Got it. Let him get back.
Hi, your name, sir?
Sanford Davis.
Thank you. Calling. Case 2004-535001, People State of Michigan versus Sanford Tyrone Davis, counsel.
Janice Stevenson, P57708, appearing on behalf of Sanford Davis, waives the reading of the information. Stands mute as to the plea of not guilty. Enter on his behalf. Mr. Davis has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court with the formal reading into not guilty plea on your client's behalf. This is a Zoom pretrial date set for April 5, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court in front of Judge Garrett and as the bond counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Davis will continue to have no contact with the complaining witness, Latasha Lanier, Your Honor. Let's see. Not sure. I think that actually we're asking in the case be set aside in the warrants recalled, Your Honor. I think there was a $500 bond ordered. Mr. Davis has assured us that now he knows how to Zoom, that he can be on that next Zoom court date, and most importantly, that he won't have any contact with that complaining witness who not going to get into the facts of the case, but it sounds like she may have come to the location at the time of that incident. But he's been advised again that he should initiate absolutely no contact with Latasha Lanier, and he's asking for personal bond, Your Honor.
Thank you. And counsel court does see that on or about September 25, 2020, your client failed to appear for a Zoom hearing, at which time case was issued and bonds in the amount of $500 cash. Given that this is a misdemeanor case, court is going to exercise the discretion given to this court by the judges on the misdemeanor docket to set that aside. But your client and the court does appreciate that you have addressed that your client understands that he must Zoom in because failure to appear is going to result in another KPS and he's going to end up in custody. At this time, court is going to set bond in the amount of $3,000 personal bond while this case is pending. No contact with complaining witness Latasha Lanier. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this person, no messages to her through third parties, and no contact order also extends to place of residence and place of employment, and no social media contact directly or indirectly. Is there anything further?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, you're also taking separate from the camera.
Here is the, where you at? This ain't 37, so that's wrong. No, they moving.
Hi, your name, sir?
Nathaniel Perry?
Thank you. Calling case number 190600862, Michigan versus Nathaniel Perry, counsel.
Dan Stevenson, on behalf of Nathaniel Perry, waives the reading of the information, stands mute. As to the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf. Mr. Perry's been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Forward the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's going to be a Zoom probable cause conference date, August 1, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined, also to Thursday District Court, in front of Judge Jones. And as bond, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Perry has no prior criminal history. This is non-assaultive, Your Honor. We're going to ask the court to consider personal bond for the statutorily allowed amount of the arrears. He's 51 years old, Your Honor. Does have 4 children, ages 17 and 22 years old. He's active in their lives.
Okay, thank you. Did you see his bond or any hold?
No hold, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. Court takes some counter representation between your client's significant ties to the community, including family ties to the community. Doesn't appear that there's anything else outstanding or pending. And the court also notes that with these types of cases, the court is required to set bond in the amount of 25% of the dollar amount the state alleges that he owes. In this case, just over $4,500, given what you've presented. Plus pandemic facing the nation, court does find that there's a basis to depart from statutory requirements that bond amount of $4,500 personal bond. Is there anything further?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. You're also take yourself away from the camera.
You good?
Here is the, where you at?
Hi, your name, sir?
James Woods.
Thank you. Calling case number 1905797, like that, 1905798, 7 people say Michigan versus James Kelly Woods, aka James Wood, aka James Woods Jr. counsel.
Dennis Stevenson, on behalf of James Woods, waives the reading of the information and stands mute. As to the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf. Mr. Woods has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Call away the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. This is a Zoom probable cause conference date, August 1, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined, and it is in front of Judge Stanford Jones. And as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Woods wants the court to know that he is a diabetic. He has prescribed medication he has not been receiving during his time of incarceration. Your Honor, Mr. Woods is employed. He actually just started working again with Universal Logistics, and he's afraid that he's going to lose his job if he's not released from custody. I think that would help him to honor this obligation that brings him before the court today, asking for personal bond for 25% of non-arrears.
Thank you. Did you see his bond or any holds?
No hold, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. Court takes the counter representations, including your client's significant ties to the community and gainful employment, also the pandemic facing the nation, and this is non-assaultive. Our court also, given that on these types of cases, court is required by law to set bond in the amount of 25% of the dollar amount the state alleges that he owes, in this case, just over $1,700. Given those elements, court will set bond to depart from statutory requirement, set bond $1,700 personal bond. Is there anything further?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, so you can step away from the camera.
What's up?
Hi, your name, sir?
Good morning. Corey Lloyd. Good afternoon. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Calling case number 210-56458, like that. 210-56485, people say Michigan versus Corey Devon Emmanuel Lloyd, counsel.
Dennis Stevenson, on behalf of Corey Lloyd, waives the reading of the information and stands mute. As to the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf. Mr. Lloyd has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Call waive the formal reading and turn not guilty plea on your client's behalf. It's going to be a Zoom probable cause conference date, April 13, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom clinical examination date to be determined. Also by Zoom in front of Judge King in Esteban.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Lloyd wants the court to know he's 29 years old. He does have 2 children, Your Honor. Actually, is a father of 1 child, and they're expecting another baby at this time. Mr. Lloyd is in danger of losing his employment with Euclid Manufacturing, Your Honor. Understands that he needs to Zoom in for all future court dates until he's further directed. And Mr. Lloyd definitely is trying to keep his job, asking for release on personal bond.
Thank you. Did you see his bond or any hold?
He has a hold, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel Court takes into account representation, including your client's significant family and residential ties, and also that he's pursuing gainful employment. And this is does not involve a civilian witness. Given those elements, corpus set bond $2,000 personal bond. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, sir. You can step away from the camera. Got your name, sir?
Joshua McCormick.
Okay, and also, did you see the co-defendant Terrence Michael Jordan, please? Okay. Hi, your name, sir?
Terrence Jordan.
In the dark? Okay. In the dark jacket, could you state your name, sir?
Terrence Jordan.
Okay, thank you. All right, calling case number 2105640, People say Michigan versus defendant number 1, Sasha Lee McCormick, and defendant number 2, Terrence Michael Jordan. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Dennis Stevenson appearing on behalf of Joshua McCormick and on behalf of Terrence Jordan. They both waived the reading of the information and stand mute after pleas of not guilty enter on their behalf. Mr. McCormick and Mr. Jordan have each been advised of their rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. Call waive the formal reading and turn not guilty plea on each of your clients' behalf. They each have a Zoom probable cause conference date April 13, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom clinical examination date to be determined in front of Judge Archer and Esteban, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. With regard to both of my clients, looks like we don't have any civilian complainants, Your Honor. Particularly counts 4 and 5 are quite serious. They are assault of nature, but again, we don't have any civilian complainants. Mr. Joshua McCormick is 21 years old, Your Honor, with no prior criminal history that I'm aware of, lifelong resident of Wayne County. He's actually been working for the last few years with State Farm in Livonia, Your Honor. Has another part-time job, Your Honor, at an electronics store. Did some college in the field of medical engineering, Your Honor. Again, a very young man here. Requested the court consider release on personal bond, no contact with those officers. We make a similar motion on behalf of Mr. Terrence Jordan, who is 18 years old, Your Honor. He graduated from Oak Park High School in last year, I believe. He lives with his mother and his sister, so he does have significant ties to the community. This might help look after him. We're going to ask for personal bond for Mr. Jordan as well, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And did you see his bond either holds on Mr. Jordan or Mr. McCormick?
Neither one has holds, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Counsel for takes and counter representations, including both that they both have significant ties to the community. These are do not involve civilian witnesses, and also that they have significant family and residential ties. Given those elements, as to Mr. McCormick, court will set bond the amount of $2,000 personal bond. And as to Mr. Jordan, court will also set bond for the same reasons indicated on the record, including the COVID pandemic. As to both defendants facing the nation, court will set bond $2,000 personal bond. Is there anything further, counsel?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, gentlemen. You can separate from the camera. Hello, sir.
Numbers 10, 11, and 16 through 19, I just need them on camera too, if they make that happen.
Okay, if you can Madam Officer, there are some other individuals who need interviews, and council's going to give you those, the individuals on the list, please.
Okay.
Numbers 10, 11, 16 through 19.
I got 11, Mr. Rod.
I'm sorry, Madam, will you be able to make them available for interview?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am, appreciate you. Hi, gentleman on the camera now, can you state your name, please?
Derek Ewing.
Thank you. Calling case number 210-56478, People of Michigan versus Derek Ewing, counsel.
Dennis Stevenson, appearing on behalf of Derek Ewing, waives the reading of the information. Your Honor, stands mute as to the plea of not guilty. Enter on his behalf. Mr. Ewing has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Call with the formal reading enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf is a Zoom probable cause conference date set for April 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. at the 3rd District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined, also at the 3rd District Court, and it is in front of Judge Johnson as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have a non-assaultive charge here. The 3 priors that bring about the habitual court notice looks like they're also non-assaultive. Looks like they're from a common incident in September of 2008, Your Honor. So we have an older case there, non-assaultive on those priors, non-assaultive on this case. Mr. Ewing, Your Honor, is 40 years old. He's been in the city of Detroit his entire life. He was recently laid off, Your Honor, doing landscaping work. He's been drawing unemployment while he tries to get back to work. I think he might have been working with the Detroit Lions organization, Your Honor, doing some cooking over there. High school graduate. He does have some certification, Your Honor, and is asking for personal bond. No assault. It's not an assaultive charge, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did you see his bond or any holds?
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Counsel court takes the contract representations, including your client's significant ties to the community, as well as him actively seeking out opportunities in the community. Also, this is non-assaultive and pandemic facing the nation. Public set bond $2,000, personal bond. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, sir. You step away from the camera.
Black man, baby. Black man.
Hi, your name, sir?
Patrick Murphy.
Thank you. Calling case number 210-56482, People of Michigan versus Patrick LeGrand Murphy, counsel.
Dennis Stevenson, on behalf of Patrick Murphy, waives the reading of the information and stands mute as to the plea of not guilty. Enter on his behalf. Mr. Murphy's been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Call with the formal reading enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf is a Zoom probable cause conference date April 13, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined in front of Judge Archer and that's bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. 22 years old, no prior criminal history. Mr. Murphy lives with his parents, and he has been employed, Your Honor, for just about a year. He also has a 2-year-old child that he is co-parenting. It's non-assaultive when we're asking for personal bond.
Thank you. Did you see his bond or any holds?
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel court takes and counter representations, including the nature of the charges. They are non-assaultive, plus pandemic facing the nation. Your client has very significant family and residential ties to the community, given those elements. Court will set bond amount of $1,000 personal bond and no firearms while the case is pending. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You're all set, sir. You can step away from the camera.
Black man.
Hi, your name, sir?
Tyler Darden. Hello.
Thank you. Calling. Case number 210-56473, People of Michigan versus Tyler Trent Lloyd Darden, also known as Tyler Trent Darden, also known as Tyler Darren, also known as Tyler Trent Lloyd Darden, counsel.
Janice Stevenson, on behalf of Tyler Darden, waives the reading of the information and stands mute. As to the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf, Mr. Darden has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Full with the formal reading into not guilty plea on your client's behalf to the Zoom probable cause conference date set for April 13, 2021 at 8:30 a.m., followed by a Zoom clear examination date to be determined in front of Judge King and as bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Darden wants the court to know that he does have a psychiatric diagnosis, not receiving any medication for that during his time incarcerated, Your Honor. He's helping to care for his mother, who is a disabled veteran, Your Honor. Serious charges, but Mr. Darden knows that he needs to zoom in and try to stay on the right side of the law during the pendency of these proceedings. He is employed with forged staffing, Your Honor. Did some actual studying in the area of nursing at Wayne County Community College. Got his GED. 25 years old. He's asking for personal bond, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did you see his bond? Any hold?
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Council court takes into account representations, including client significant residential and family ties to the community, and also there are no other holds. Also, that on its face, these particular charges are non-assaultive. And also, court takes into account your client's medical concerns that you've indicated on the record. For those reasons, court will set fine amount of $3,500 personal bond, $3,500 personal bond, and no firearms while this case is pending. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. So you can step away from the camera.
Okay, so, come on, I don't even hear it.
Write that down.
Can I take this?
Never. State your name.
Come on, King.
Okay, calling case number 210564882, submission versus Kamon Bernard King, also known as Kamon Bernard Danielle King, also known as Cayman King. Counsel.
Janice Stevenson, on behalf of Cayman King, waives the reading of the information and stands mute. As to the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf. Mr. King has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. Call with the formal reading. Enter not guilty plea. On your client's behalf, there is a Zoom probable cause conference date March 31, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom film examination date to be determined at the 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones and as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. King is 19 years old with no prior criminal history. He actually wants to have absolutely no contact with this complaining witness, Phillips Zion, Your Honor, who Mr. King advises us struck him and put 4 staples in his head. He wants to stay away from that individual for his own personal safety. Does have 2 children, Your Honor, lives with his mother. He's been employed for the last 3 months, Your Honor, with Captain Jay's. Would like to go ahead and return to school and further his education. He does have, a psychiatric diagnosis, Your Honor, for which he's not receiving medication during his time incarcerated at the Wayne County Jail. We are asking the court, understanding that these are very serious charges, to consider personal bond, no contact whatsoever with Phillips Zion.
Thank you. Did you see his bond or any hold?
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. Court takes into account representations, counsel, including your client's employment ties and significant ties to the community, also his medical condition in light of the pandemic facing the nation. Court also balances with the nature of the charges and the seriousness of the allegations, given your representations and also your assurances that your client does not want to have any contact with the complainant. That makes the no contact order something that will be easy for your client to observe while this case is pending. For those reasons, court will set bond amount of $10,000 personal bond. More importantly, while this case is pending, absolutely no contact with the complaining witness, Phillips Zion. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this person, no messages to him through third parties. The no contact order also extends to the place of residence and place of employment, and no social media contacts directly or indirectly. Counsel, since there are no holds, the court's not imposing a tether. Do we need to mark the file medical, or do you want to forego that?
At this time, could we pass on that, Your Honor, if he's not going to be staying?
So noted. Thank you. You're all set, sir. We are concluded. You can step away from the camera, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sorry? It was $10,000 personal and no contact. Counsel, do you, by any chance, do you have any, stand by. Oh, so you just need to sign them? You just need me to sign it?
Because they gave us the wrong date on both of those. They gave us 8/1.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, counsel, while we're waiting, we do have a couple of corrections to make on the record with regard to some weekend arraignments. It's nothing that affects our current docket. We're just going to put these on the record while we have a moment. Recalling case number 190579870, Peterson, Michigan versus James Kelly Woods Jr. This was a weekend arraignment over at Frank Murphy. Magistrate, I'm sorry.
They just gave us the wrong date.
These for today?
For 8/1, yeah, we heard this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let the record reflect these were not weekend arraignments. These were at our earlier session today. Let the record reflect we need to make corrections to the court dates. This particular case was for failing to pay child support. Let the record reflect there's a new court date set for July 28, 2021. Bond is personal, $1,700 for Mr. Woods. Also recalling case number 190600860, Peterson, Michigan versus Nathaniel Perry. Let the record reflect there's a Zoom probable cause conference date set for July 28, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court. Bond is $4,500 personal bond. Did I sign those? All conditions remain the same. Bond is $4,500 personal. Probable cause conference July 28, 2021. Did I sign that? Did I sign? Okay, stand by. Okay, we're ready. Hi, your name, sir?
Damon Holloway.
Thank you. We're on the record. Calling case number 2105641, Peterson, Michigan versus Damon Holloway, counsel.
Damon Holloway stands mute, waive reading of the information. As to the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf. Mr. Holloway has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court waive the formal reading, enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's a Zoom probable cause conference date April 13, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. at the 36th District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined, and it will be in front of Judge King and Esteban.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Holloway is 25 years with no prior criminal history.
I'm sorry, is that Mr. Coleman? Oh, wait, stand by, stand by. I'm sorry, stand by. For Mr. Holloway, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, stand by. I'm sorry, we had the incorrect minimus. Sorry, stand by.
Okay.
Stand by. Mr. Sanford, I think we ended up with the duplicate for the gentleman. We need a minimus for Mr. Damon Holloway. Stand by, counsel. Let me get the correct dates. Actually, this is Coleman. It ended up in the wrong file. So this is for Mr. Coleman. Okay. DDC, can we pass on Mr. Holloway? We need to make sure we have all the paperwork for his file, including the minimus. So if you can put another person in front of the camera. Thank you, ma'am.
What's your name? Marcus Robinson.
Thank you. Calling. Case number 210564832, Michigan versus Marcus Robinson, counsel.
Janice Stevenson, on behalf of Marcus Robinson, waives the reading of the information and stands mute as to the plea of not guilty. Enter on his behalf. Mr. Robinson has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Forward the formal reading, enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. This is a Zoom probable cause conference date April 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined at the 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones and Esteban.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do know this is a very serious charge that Mr. Robinson is faced with, and don't want to get into the facts of the case, but we do believe that as the case progresses, it'll be evident that the complaining witness was highly intoxicated during the time of this incident. Mr. Robinson does not want to have any contact with that individual. I know he has priors, Your Honor, The 2020 prior is very significant, it's pretty serious, but the other charges are older and or non-assaultive. Mr. Robinson does live with his mother. He has 12 children, 7 children in the area, Your Honor. He's 40 years old. He's been working for the last 16 years, Your Honor, at Contractors Defense Company. Did some college, Your Honor, and after he got his GED, he did some studies in business management. He does have high blood pressure, Your Honor. Again, no contact whatsoever with this complaining witness who was very intoxicated at the time of the incident. Mr. Robinson is asking the court to consider taking him out with no objection together, Your Honor, so that he can get back to work.
All right, did you see his bond or any hold?
He has no hold, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, the court does note that his last conviction that lays the basis for the habitual fourth offense is from March 3rd of 2020. Is your client still on probation or on parole? Is your client on probation or parole?
Actually, I don't have an answer for that, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Are you on probation or parole, Mr. Robinson? He's not, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, court takes into account representations, including which you've indicated on the record, including taking into account his health concerns in light of the pandemic facing the nation and balancing it with the fact that your client, the assurance that your client will have no contact with the complainant. Court will do the following: court will set bond amount of $10,000 personal bond. While this case is pending, no contact with the complaining witness, Courtney McCluster. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this person or messages to her through third parties, and no contact or those terms to place of residence and place of employment, and no social media contacts directly or indirectly. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. Take it separate from the camera. Okay, DDC, I think we're ready for Damon Holloway when you are. Thank you, Mr. Sanford. Hi, your name, sir?
Damon Holloway.
Thank you. Recalling case number 210-56481, People's Admission versus Damon Holloway, counsel.
And for the record, Janice Stevenson, P57708, appearing on behalf of Damon Holloway, who stands in the advisory information as to plead not guilty in Your Honor's behalf. Mr. Holloway has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. Call with the formal reading and turn not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Today, Zoo, probable cause conference date, April 13, 2021, at 8 a.m. to 36th District Court with a preliminary examination date to be determined. Also, the 36th District Court in front of Judge King and as the bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Holloway is 25 years old with no prior criminal history. He's working as a meat cutter in Eastern Market, Your Honor. Did some college over at Central State University. Has an asthma diagnosis. He does have a child, a 3-year-old that he is co-parenting. Lives with his parents. It's non-assaultive. Mr. Holloway is asking for release on personal bond.
Thank you. Did you see his bond or any hold?
He has a hold, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel court takes into account representations, including a significant family and residential ties to the community and gainful employment. Also, the pandemic facing the nation, and this is non-assaultive. For those reasons, court will set bond $2,000 personal bond and no firearms while the case is pending. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, sir. You separate from the camera. Counsel Potts, are you checking in on the case?
Yes, Your Honor. Has Gerard Coleman been arraigned already?
I believe so. Stand by. I believe that's the case. Let's double check. We did Coleman already. Is that correct?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
No.
Do we have a file for it? I don't see a file. Oh, no, we do. Okay, no, counsel, no, we have not done him yet. You're checking in on for Coleman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. DDC, when you get a chance, we have an attorney checking in for Gerard Coleman. Your name, sir?
Gerard Coleman.
Thank you. We're on the record calling. Case number 210-56490, Peterson, Michigan versus Gerard James Coleman, also known as Gerard Coleman. Counsel, your PNC number for the record, please.
For the record, on a good afternoon, Coleman Potts, P78607, on behalf of Mr. Coleman, who appears by Zoom. Mr. Coleman, please state your name for
Gerard Coleman.
Your Honor,
Okay,
for the
waive the
purposes
formal
of
reading,
waiving,
stand your client mute.
yes, Your Honor, we'll waive the formal reading, stand mute, enter not guilty.
Okay, thank you. Court will waive the formal reading. Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's going to be a Zoom probable cause conference date April 12, 2021 at 8:30 at the Thursday District Court, followed by Zoom preliminary examination date to be determined. In front of Judge King and Esteban.
Your Honor, Esteban, we've actually worked with, we know Mr. Coleman. We've actually worked with his family on a couple other matters before. This is a non-assaultive crime, I understand. It is a fleeing and eluding case, and that could pose a potential danger to the community, but this is a non-assaultive crime. We are retained on this matter. A lifelong resident of Detroit and or Harper Woods. And Your Honor, we're asking for a personal bond in this matter, given the nature of the charges, the fact that we are retained, the fact that he does have strong ties to the community.
Thank you. Did you see his bond any hold?
He has holds, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel Court takes into account representation, including your significant ties to the community, and that this is not assaultive in the pandemic facing the nation. Given those elements, court will set bond the amount of $1,000 personal bond. Is there anything further?
Does it say where the holds are, Your Honor?
You would have to contact the DDC. It's unknown.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, you can step away from the camera. Sorry. It's, I've got April 12. I actually had two mids, one with April 12 and April 13, but on the outside of the file, there's April 12.
These letters to after him.
Hi, your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Terrell Wells.
Thank you. Calling case number 210-44329, Peterson, Michigan versus Terrell Wells. Counsel.
Janice Stevenson, on behalf of Terrell Wells, waives the reading of the information and stands mute. After the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf. Mr. Wells has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
For waive the formal reading, enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf to resume. Pretrial date April 5, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. to Thursday District Court in front of Judge Garrett and Esteban.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wells has advised us that he will have no contact whatsoever with the complaining witness or the place of the alleged offense. Mr. Wells will in fact be living in a different part of town with a relative. So again, no contact whatsoever with that complaining witness. He's 31 years old, Your Honor, has lived most of his life in the city of Detroit. He just started working 5 weeks ago, Your Honor, at AGS Assembly and wants to be able to keep his job. Mr. Wells does have a psychiatric diagnosis, Your Honor, is not receiving any medication for that condition while he is in custody. Again, absolutely no contact indirectly or directly or through third parties or social media with the complaining witness or that location of the alleged offense. Mr. Wells is asking for release on personal bond.
Thank you. Did you see his bond or any holds? Thank you. Court takes into account representations, including your client's significant ties to the community and claim family residential ties, and the DB will have an alternative place to stay while this case is pending. There will be a no contact order as well as the medical concerns that you addressed on the record in light of the pandemic. Given those elements, court will set bonds in the amount of $2,500 personal bond. This case is pending. No contact with complaining witness Malaysia Hines. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this person. No messages to her through third parties. And no contact order also accepts the place of residence and place of employment. And no social media contact directly indirectly. Anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. Take a step away from the camera.
I'm gonna step away just for a moment to check on the other sheet, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, counsel, also, I think Mr. Reagan was looking into Romello Bugs. Romello Bugs or Boggs. It was a case that we had earlier today. We were trying to get clarification on whether or not if Judge Giles is giving authorization to make change to the bond. This was a capias.
Okay, let me get him to sign in, Judge.
Thank you.
You didn't write the time for doing this? The female time? Yeah, your face slips early. You didn't write their time down?
Time is, in that process.
What time they gonna write this?
Two of them had slips, one didn't. The other two should be inside there. She did not.
Hi, Ms. Stevenson, do we have an update on that Bugs case or Boggs?
Just text it. I'm gonna actually call.
Thank you, ma'am. Hi, your name, sir? Hi, your name, sir?
Jesse People.
Thank you. Calling case number 210-5649, People in Michigan versus Jesse Peoples Council.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Jesse Peoples. He waives the reading of the information and stands mute, Your Honor. Asked a plea of not guilty. Enter on his behalf. Mr. Peoples has been advised of his rights.
Thank you. Court will waive the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Stand by. counsel, can we move ahead to the bond argument, please?
Yes, absolutely, Your Honor. Mr. Peoples is 77 years old. We asked why he has that bandage on his forehead, Your Honor, and he's indicated that he was shot at by the complaining witness in this case, which is why he wants to absolutely have no contact whatsoever with Damone Rael husband. Mr. Peoples, Your Honor, doesn't have any prior criminal history that we are aware of. He does have some prescriptions, Your Honor, that he's receiving for a number of issues. Looks like he has been getting that medication during the time that he's incarcerated. He has 2 adult children. He's been in the city of Detroit since the 60s, Your Honor. Lives with his wife, would have absolutely no contact whatsoever with that complaining witness for his own personal safety. Mr. Peoples is asking for release on personal bond, Your Honor.
Thank you, and did you see his bond or any holds?
No holds, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. Court takes into account representations, including your client's extensive, long-time ties to the community. And while these include allegations of assault of nature, that you've indicated that your client understands that he's have no contact while this case is pending, given those elements. Court does find that there is a basis for personal bond. Court in this case is setting bond amount of $7,500 personal bond. And while this case is pending, no contact with complaining witness Damone Rael husband. No contact means no written or verbal communication with this person, no message to him through third parties. And no contact order also extends to place of residence and place of employment. And no social media contacts, directly or indirectly, and no firearms while this case is pending. Is there anything further?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Peoples, you're all set to step away from the camera, sir.
Court date, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, court date, I'm sorry. It's going to be a personal bond. Court date is going to be April 13, 2021. For probable cause, preliminary examination date to be determined in front of Judge Archer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Reagan, while we're waiting, do we have an update on that Bugs case?
Because I'm waiting. I don't have an official update. I've been trying to make contact to a few different judges, and I'm still waiting right now, Judge.
Okay, well, counsel, be advised, we have one more file to go, and just understand that this court is under a directive that if we cannot get in touch with either the judge of record or the presiding judge, that the case must remain the same. However, of course, either your office or his attorney of record will be in a position to make a new bond argument at the next court date in front of Judge Giles at this time. Is there anything further?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. At this time, the court had already indicated the court dates on the bond, so the bond remains the same. And again, if there's any updates, your office is welcome to renew your bond motion, but that is as it stands at this time. Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, did you see we're ready on Kirkwood anytime you are?
He's still in there with the attorney, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Reginald Kirkwood.
Okay. Calling case number 210-56492, People in Michigan versus Reginald Kirkwood. Oh, okay. Hang on, sir. We said wait for your attorney to join us.
Hello.
Okay, hi. All right, we're back. Case number 210-56492, People in Michigan versus Reginald Kirkwood. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Reginald Kirkwood, waives the reading of the information and stands mute. Asks that a plea of not guilty enter on his behalf. Mr. Kirkwood has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Full waive the formal reading enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf as a Zoom probable cause conference date April 12, 2021 at 8:30 into Thursday District Court, followed by a Zoom center examination date to be determined in front of Judge Jones as the bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. These are non-assaultive charges. Mr. Kirkwood is 24 years old. He graduated from high school and then got a basketball scholarship, Your Honor. He actually just stopped working over at FedEx because he contracted COVID during the course of his employment. Right now is trying to find another job, living with a mother, doesn't have any children, has been in the state of Michigan his entire life, Your Honor, asking for personal bond in this non-assaultive charge.
Okay, and that's bond, is there any holds DDC?
No holds, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Council Court takes account representations, including its significant ties to the community. Also, this is non-assaultive and pandemic facing the nation. And these are non-assaultive. Court will take said bond in the amount of $2,000, personal bond, and no firearms while the case is pending. Is there anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. So you can step away from the camera. DDC, is there anybody who's been with you for 48 hours or more? Sorry? It's not familiar, and I don't think we had a file for it. Did we do it? Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, DDC, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Two.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stevenson. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Council Reagan.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.